Imagine standing at the edge of a stormy sea, waves crashing violently against the shore. While chaos reigns externally, you remain calm within, unshaken, focused, and in control. This is the essence of Stoicism, a practical philosophy that teaches us to master ourselves by focusing on what we can control, embracing challenges, and living with purpose. In today's fast-paced, uncertain world, Stoicism offers timeless tools for building resilience, clarity, and inner strength. By adopting its principles, you can transform obstacles into opportunities, find peace amidst adversity, and align your actions with your highest values. Let's explore 15 powerful Stoic strategies to help you take command of your thoughts, emotions, and life. Focusing on what you can control, the foundation of self-mastery. At the heart of Stoic philosophy lies a simple yet profound principle: focus only on what you can control. This concept serves as the cornerstone for achieving self-mastery, guiding individuals to differentiate between internal and external factors. Internally, we hold sway over our thoughts, emotions, and actions, elements directly influenced by our will and decision-making. Externally, however, events unfold independent of our desires, encompassing everything from natural disasters to the opinions of others. By directing our energies solely towards the controllable aspects of life, we gain a significant advantage in maintaining emotional stability and making rational decisions. Consider the story of James Stockdale, a former United States Navy officer held captive during the Vietnam War. Despite enduring unimaginable hardships, including torture and solitary confinement, Stockdale credited his survival to Stoic principles. He concentrated on controlling his reactions to his dire circumstances rather than succumbing to despair over his lack of freedom. This mindset not only preserved his sanity, but also inspired fellow prisoners, demonstrating the transformative power of focusing on one's internal responses. To apply this principle effectively, begin by identifying areas in your life where your influence is direct and tangible. For instance, instead of worrying about traffic delays which are beyond your control, focus on how you react to them. Use the extra time to listen to an educational podcast or practice deep breathing exercises. Similarly, when faced with criticism at work, rather than dwelling on the negative feedback, channel your energy into improving specific skills or seeking constructive dialogue with your supervisor. These small shifts in perspective can significantly enhance your ability to navigate life's inevitable challenges with grace and resilience. Furthermore, practicing acceptance of uncontrollable situations does not imply passivity or resignation. Instead, it empowers you to allocate your resources, time, energy, and attention more efficiently. By releasing the futile struggle against immutable realities, you free yourself to act decisively where impact is possible. This disciplined approach fosters a sense of empowerment and reduces unnecessary stress, paving the way for a more balanced and fulfilling existence. As you continue to hone this skill, you'll find that your capacity to handle adversity grows, reinforcing your journey towards self-mastery. Cultivating self-awareness, the mirror of the soul. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of personal growth, acting as the mirror through which we observe our inner workings, our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Without it, we risk stumbling blindly through life, reacting impulsively to external stimuli rather than acting with intention and purpose. Stoicism places immense value on introspection, teaching that understanding oneself is the first step toward aligning your actions with reason and virtue. To cultivate self-awareness, Stoics recommend practices such as journaling and meditation, both of which serve as tools to illuminate the hidden corners of the mind and foster accountability. Journaling, a practice championed by Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius, involves recording your thoughts and reflections at the end of each day. This process allows you to examine your actions critically, identify patterns in your behavior, and recognize areas for improvement. For example, if you notice recurring feelings of frustration or anger in certain situations, Journaling helps pinpoint the triggers behind these emotions. Over time, this awareness enables you to anticipate and manage your responses more effectively. Marcus Aurelius himself used his journal, now known as Meditations, not only to document his struggles, but also to reinforce his commitment to living virtuously. His writings reveal a man constantly striving to understand himself better, even in the face of immense responsibility as a Roman emperor. Meditation, another pillar of Stoic practice, complements journaling by encouraging mindfulness and presence. Unlike modern interpretations of meditation that often emphasize relaxation, Stoic meditation focuses on deliberate reflection and preparation. One technique, known as premeditation of adversity, involves visualizing potential challenges and considering how you would respond. This mental rehearsal strengthens your resolve and prepares you to act rationally when difficulties arise. Additionally, daily moments of stillness allow you to observe your thoughts without judgment, creating space to question whether your impulses align with your values. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, advocated for setting aside time each day to reflect quietly, stating that this practice sharpens the mind and fortifies the soul. Together, journaling and meditation create a powerful feedback loop. Journaling provides a tangible record of your progress, while meditation cultivates the clarity needed to interpret and act on those insights. By consistently engaging in these practices, you develop a heightened sense of self-awareness that transcends mere observation. It becomes a catalyst for transformation. You begin to see yourself not as a passive recipient of life's events, but as an active participant capable of shaping your destiny. In doing so, you align more closely with the Stoic ideal of living harmoniously with nature and reason, paving the way for true self-mastery. Embracing discomfort, building resilience through voluntary hardship. In a world obsessed with comfort and convenience, Stoicism offers a counterintuitive yet profoundly effective method for personal growth. Voluntary discomfort. By deliberately exposing ourselves to minor hardships, we train our minds and bodies to withstand greater challenges, fostering resilience and diminishing fear. This practice, rooted in the Stoic belief that adversity is an opportunity for growth, teaches us to embrace discomfort not as a burden, but as a teacher. One of the most accessible ways to incorporate voluntary discomfort into daily life is through cold showers. While the initial shock of icy water may feel unbearable, the act of enduring it builds mental fortitude. Over time, this simple practice rewires your brain to associate discomfort with empowerment rather than suffering. Many practitioners report increased alertness, improved mood, and a stronger sense of discipline after making cold showers a habit. Similarly, fasting, whether intermittent or extended, forces you to confront hunger and cravings, teaching patience and self-control. By denying immediate gratification, you cultivate the ability to delay rewards, a skill that translates into other areas of life, such as resisting impulsive decisions or staying committed to long-term goals. Another powerful method is physical exercise, particularly activities that push your limits, such as running, weightlifting, or martial arts. Pushing through fatigue or muscle soreness trains your mind to persevere despite pain, reinforcing the idea that discomfort is temporary and manageable. Even simpler acts, like walking barefoot on rough terrain or sitting in silence for extended periods, challenge your tolerance for unpleasant sensations. Each of these practices disrupts the comfort zone, forcing you to adapt and grow stronger. The benefits of embracing discomfort extend far beyond physical endurance. Psychologically, voluntary hardship diminishes fear by desensitizing you to imagined worst-case scenarios. When you willingly endure cold, hunger, or exhaustion, you realize that these experiences, though uncomfortable, are survivable. This realization weakens the grip of anxiety and fear, empowering you to face life's uncertainties with greater confidence. Moreover, embracing discomfort fosters gratitude. When you return to warmth, food, or rest, you appreciate these comforts more deeply because you've experienced their absence. Stoic philosophers like Epictetus emphasize the importance of preparing for adversity by practicing self-discipline. He argued that those who avoid discomfort inadvertently weaken their ability to handle real challenges. By contrast, individuals who regularly confront discomfort build a reservoir of resilience, enabling them to navigate life's storms with grace and composure. Whether it's taking a cold shower, skipping a meal, or pushing through a tough workout, these small acts of voluntary hardship accumulate, transforming you into someone capable of thriving under pressure. In embracing discomfort, you reclaim your power, proving to yourself that you are stronger than you think. Controlling your reactions. The power of perspective. Life is a series of events, some pleasant and others painful. But Stoicism teaches us that the true source of suffering lies not in the events themselves, but in our interpretation of them. External circumstances, whether it's a missed promotion, an unexpected breakup, or a traffic jam, are neutral until we assign meaning to them. It is our thoughts and judgments that transform these events into experiences of joy, frustration, or despair. By learning to control our reactions, we can shift from being victims of circumstance to masters of our emotional landscape, cultivating a sense of inner peace regardless of external chaos. Consider the story of Ryan Holiday, a modern proponent of Stoicism, who faced a career setback early in his professional life. After losing a high-profile job, he could have spiraled into self-pity or resentment. Instead, he chose to view the experience as an opportunity to reassess his priorities and pursue writing, a passion he had long neglected. By reframing the situation, he transformed what could have been a devastating blow into a pivotal moment of growth. This anecdote illustrates the Stoic principle that our reactions define our reality. While we cannot always choose what happens to us, we can always choose how we respond. Practicing cognitive reframing is one of the most effective ways to regain control over your reactions. Start by pausing when faced with a challenging situation. Ask yourself, is this event inherently good or bad, or am I assigning it a label? For instance, if you're stuck in traffic, instead of fuming about wasted time, reframe it as an opportunity to listen to music, reflect on your day, or simply breathe deeply. By consciously shifting your perspective, you interrupt the automatic cascade of negative emotions and replace it with a more constructive narrative. Another powerful tool is the Stoic exercise of viewing from above. Imagine yourself floating above the situation, observing it from a detached, cosmic perspective. From this vantage point, the urgency and intensity of your emotions often diminish. That argument with a colleague or the spilled coffee on your shirt might seem trivial when viewed against the vastness of time and space. This practice helps you detach emotionally, allowing you to respond with clarity rather than impulsivity. Finally, remind yourself of the impermanence of all things. No matter how dire a situation feels in the moment, it will pass. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." This reminder of life's fragility encourages us to let go of petty grievances and focus on what truly matters. By training yourself to pause, reframe, and detach, you develop the ability to respond to life's challenges with equanimity. Over time, this practice transforms not only how you react to adversity, but also how you perceive the world, fostering a deeper sense of calm and resilience. The transformative power of gratitude. Gratitude is more than a fleeting emotion. It is a deliberate practice that reshapes how we perceive the world and our place within it. In a culture that often glorifies ambition and constant striving, Stoicism reminds us to pause and appreciate what we already possess. By cultivating gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have, fostering contentment and reducing the insatiable drive for more. This subtle yet profound shift in perspective not only enhances our emotional well-being, but also strengthens our ability to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. One of the most compelling illustrations of gratitude's transformative power comes from the life of Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist. Imprisoned in Nazi concentration camps, Frankl endured unimaginable suffering, yet he emerged with a profound sense of purpose and gratitude. In his seminal work, Man's Search for Meaning, he recounts how focusing on small blessings, such as the warmth of sunlight or the kindness of a fellow prisoner, helped him endure the horrors of captivity. Frankl's experience underscores a core Stoic principle. Even in the darkest moments, there is always something to be grateful for. By training ourselves to notice and cherish these moments, we build a reservoir of positivity that sustains us through adversity. Modern science supports this ancient wisdom, revealing that gratitude has measurable benefits for mental and physical health. Research shows that individuals who regularly practice gratitude experience lower levels of stress, improved sleep quality, and enhanced overall happiness. A study conducted by Dr. Robert Emmons, a leading expert on gratitude, found that participants who kept a daily gratitude journal reported higher levels of optimism and life satisfaction compared to those who focused on complaints or neutral events. These findings align with Stoic teachings, which emphasize the importance of cultivating a positive mindset as a foundation for personal growth and resilience. To integrate gratitude into your daily routine, start by dedicating a few minutes each day to reflection. Consider keeping a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're thankful for. These don't have to be monumental achievements. They can be as simple as a delicious meal, a supportive friend, or a beautiful sunset. The act of writing forces you to slow down and acknowledge the abundance in your life, counteracting the tendency to overlook everyday blessings. Alternatively, you can incorporate gratitude into your morning or evening routine by mentally listing things you appreciate before starting or ending your day. Over time, this practice rewires your brain to seek out positivity, creating a feedback loop that amplifies feelings of contentment and fulfillment. Gratitude also fosters stronger relationships, both personally and professionally. When we express appreciation for others, we deepen our connections and create a sense of mutual respect. A heartfelt thank you note or a genuine compliment can brighten someone's day while reinforcing your own sense of interconnectedness. Stoics believe that humans are inherently social creatures, and gratitude serves as a bridge that binds us to one another. By recognizing the contributions of others and expressing sincere appreciation, we not only enrich their lives, but also cultivate humility and empathy within ourselves. Ultimately, gratitude is a practice that transforms scarcity into abundance. It reminds us that even in moments of difficulty, there is always something to be thankful for, a lesson that resonates deeply with Stoic philosophy. By embracing gratitude, we learn to find joy in the present moment, reduce the grip of envy and dissatisfaction, and build a foundation of resilience that empowers us to face life's challenges with courage and grace. In doing so, we align ourselves with the Stoic ideal of living harmoniously with nature, appreciating the gifts of existence, and finding meaning in every experience. Setting clear intentions, anchoring your day in purpose and reflection. The Stoics understood that the way we begin and end each day profoundly influences our mindset, actions, and overall trajectory in life. By setting clear intentions in the morning and reviewing your actions at night, you create a structured framework for personal growth and accountability. This daily ritual not only reinforces your commitment to living virtuously, but also provides a sense of direction and continuity, helping you stay aligned with your values and goals. Morning intentions serve as a compass, guiding your thoughts and actions throughout the day. Begin by asking yourself, what kind of person do I want to be today? This question invites you to reflect on your core values and how you wish to embody them in your interactions and decisions. For example, if patience is a virtue you're striving to cultivate, you might set an intention to remain calm during stressful situations, or to listen attentively to others without interrupting. Writing down your intentions adds a layer of commitment, transforming abstract aspirations into concrete goals. Marcus Aurelius often began his days by reminding himself of his duties as a leader and philosopher, using these reflections to ground himself in reason and virtue. By adopting a similar practice, you anchor your day in purpose, ensuring that your actions are intentional rather than reactive. Evening reviews, on the other hand, provide an opportunity for introspection and growth. Before bed, take a few moments to reflect on your day. Ask yourself, did I live up to my intentions? Where did I succeed, and where did I fall short? This practice is not about self-criticism, but about honest assessment. If you lost your temper during a disagreement, acknowledge it without judgment and consider how you might handle a similar situation differently in the future. Conversely, celebrate moments where you acted in alignment with your values, reinforcing positive behaviors. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of nightly reflection, describing it as a chance to settle accounts with yourself. By reviewing your actions, you gain valuable insights into your strengths and areas for improvement, turning each day into a stepping stone towards self-mastery. To make this practice more effective, consider incorporating specific prompts into your morning and evening routines. In the morning, you might ask, what challenges might I face today, and how can I respond with virtue? This premeditation of adversity prepares you mentally and emotionally for potential obstacles. In the evening, questions like, what did I learn today? Or how did I contribute to the well-being of others? Encourage deeper reflection and foster a growth mindset. Over time, these rituals become ingrained habits, shaping your character and guiding your journey toward becoming the best version of yourself. By setting clear intentions and conducting regular self-reviews, you create a feedback loop that promotes continuous improvement. Morning reflections prime you for virtuous action, while evening assessments ensure accountability and learning. Together, these practices form the backbone of a disciplined and purposeful life, enabling you to navigate challenges with clarity and resilience while staying true to your highest ideals. Avoiding excessive desire, the path to contentment. In a world that glorifies material wealth, status, and instant gratification, the Stoics recognize that excessive desire, not just for possessions but also for pleasures, recognition, and power, is a primary source of dissatisfaction and suffering. When we attach our happiness to external achievements or indulgences, we set ourselves up for a perpetual cycle of craving and disappointment. By practicing moderation and detaching from the relentless pursuit of more, we can cultivate lasting contentment and inner peace. One of the most striking examples of this principle is the life of Diogenes of Sinope, a philosopher who lived in extreme simplicity. Known as the founder of Cynicism, a precursor to Stoicism, Diogenes famously rejected societal norms and material comforts, choosing instead to live in a large ceramic jar. When asked why he lived so sparsely, he replied that he sought only what was necessary for survival, unburdened by the distractions of luxury. His lifestyle starkly contrasts with modern consumer culture, where success is often measured by accumulation. Diogenes' radical minimalism highlights a profound truth: the fewer desires we have, the freer we become. By reducing our attachment to external trappings, we liberate ourselves from the anxiety of maintaining them and open space for deeper fulfillment. Moderation doesn't mean rejecting all pleasures or denying oneself enjoyment. Rather, it involves cultivating balance and self-control. For instance, indulging in a favorite meal or celebrating a milestone with loved ones can bring joy without leading to dependency or excess. The key is to savor these experiences fully while remaining mindful of their transient nature. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher and statesman, advised against letting pleasure dominate our lives, warning that overindulgence dulls our capacity for appreciation. He likened unchecked desire to a leaky jar, forever unsatisfied no matter how much it consumes. By exercising restraint, we preserve the richness of our experiences and prevent them from losing their luster. To practice moderation in daily life, start by examining your habits and identifying areas where excess may be creeping in. Are you spending too much time scrolling through social media, seeking validation through likes and comments? Do you find yourself buying things you don't need? driven by fleeting impulses or clever marketing. Once you've identified these patterns, experiment with small changes. Set boundaries for screen time, create a budget to curb unnecessary spending, or practice mindful eating by savoring each bite rather than rushing through meals. These adjustments, though seemingly minor, can have a profound impact on your overall well-being. Another powerful strategy is to adopt a minimalist mindset. Minimalism isn't about deprivation, but about prioritizing what truly matters. Declutter your physical space by donating unused items or simplifying your wardrobe. Streamline your commitments, saying no to activities that don't align with your values or bring genuine joy. As you eliminate distractions, you'll discover a newfound clarity and focus, enabling you to invest your energy in pursuits that nourish your soul. The Stoics believed that living simply allows us to concentrate on what is essential: virtue, relationships, and meaningful work, rather than being consumed by superficial concerns. Ultimately, avoiding excessive desire is about shifting your orientation from outward acquisition to inward cultivation. By embracing moderation, you break free from the tyranny of more and uncover a deeper sense of contentment. You learn to appreciate the beauty of simplicity, finding joy in the present moment rather than chasing elusive futures. This practice not only enhances your emotional resilience, but also aligns you with the Stoic ideal of living in harmony with nature, where balance and sufficiency reign supreme. In a world that constantly urges us to want more, choosing less becomes a radical act of self-mastery and liberation. Mastering emotions, the art of rational response. Emotions are an intrinsic part of the human experience, serving as signals that guide our attention and motivate action. However, when left unchecked, they can cloud our judgment, lead to impulsive decisions, and undermine our ability to act rationally. Stoicism teaches us that while we cannot suppress emotions entirely, we can learn to master them by acknowledging their presence without allowing them to dictate our behavior. This delicate balance between recognizing emotions and governing them with reason is central to achieving self-mastery and maintaining emotional equilibrium. One of the most effective techniques for mastering emotions is cognitive distancing, a practice rooted in Stoic philosophy. Cognitive distancing involves stepping back from your immediate emotional reaction to assess the situation objectively. For example, if you feel a surge of anger during a heated conversation, pause and ask yourself, is this anger justified, or am I overreacting based on assumptions? By creating a mental gap between the stimulus, the event, and your response, the emotion, you give yourself the space to evaluate whether your feelings align with reason. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself to view challenges as opportunities for growth, advising, when you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. This perspective helps reframe emotions like frustration or anxiety as temporary states that can be managed rather than overwhelming forces. Another powerful tool is the Stoic exercise of objective description, which involves stripping away subjective interpretations to focus solely on facts. If you receive critical feedback at work, instead of immediately feeling defensive or hurt, describe the situation neutrally. My manager pointed out areas for improvement in my performance. This removes the emotional charge and allows you to address the issue constructively. By separating facts from interpretations, you reduce the likelihood of escalating conflicts or making hasty decisions driven by raw emotion. Mindfulness practices complement these Stoic techniques by fostering awareness of your emotional state in real time. Regular meditation, for instance, trains you to observe your thoughts and feelings without judgment, helping you identify patterns and triggers. When you notice anger rising, for example, you can consciously choose to breathe deeply or engage in a calming activity instead of lashing out. This proactive approach transforms emotions from uncontrollable forces into manageable signals, enabling you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Finally, Cultivating virtues such as patience, compassion, and courage strengthens your emotional resilience. These qualities act as anchors, grounding you during turbulent times. For example, practicing patience when faced with delays or setbacks prevents frustration from escalating into rage. Similarly, approaching others with compassion diffuses tension and fosters understanding, even in difficult conversations. Courage, meanwhile, empowers you to confront fears and anxieties head-on rather than avoiding them or succumbing to despair. By integrating these virtues into your daily life, you build a robust emotional toolkit that supports rational decision-making and interpersonal harmony. Mastering emotions is not about suppressing or denying them. It's about harnessing their energy and channeling it toward productive outcomes. Through cognitive distancing, objective description, mindfulness, and the cultivation of virtues, you develop the ability to navigate life's complexities with clarity and poise. In doing so, you align yourself with the Stoic ideal of living in accordance with reason, transforming emotional turbulence into a source of strength and wisdom. Living in the present moment, the key to clarity and peace. In a world that constantly pulls us in multiple directions, between past regrets and future anxieties, the Stoics offer a timeless remedy: live fully in the present moment. This practice, often referred to as mindfulness, is not just a modern wellness trend, but a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. By anchoring our attention to the here and now, we free ourselves from the burdens of ruminating on what has already happened or fretting over what might occur. Instead, we embrace the only time we truly possess, the present. This shift in focus brings clarity, reduces stress, and fosters a profound sense of peace. Consider the words of Marcus Aurelius, who urged himself to concentrate every minute like a Roman, like a man, on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness. This advice encapsulates the Stoic emphasis on presence. When you're fully engaged in the task at hand, whether it's having a conversation, completing a project, or simply enjoying a cup of tea, you tap into a flow state that silences distractions and heightens awareness. This deliberate focus not only improves the quality of your actions, but also deepens your connection to life itself. Rather than being fragmented by multitasking or preoccupied with worries, you experience a rare unity of mind and body where each moment feels rich and meaningful. To cultivate mindfulness in daily life, begin by practicing single-tasking. In an era dominated by multitasking, this simple adjustment can yield remarkable results. For instance, when eating a meal, resist the urge to scroll through your phone or watch TV. Instead, savor each bite, noticing the flavors, textures, and aromas. Similarly, when walking, pay attention to the sensation of your feet touching the ground, the rhythm of your breath, and the sights and sounds around you. These small acts of presence anchor you in the moment, preventing your mind from wandering into the past or future. Over time, this habit rewires your brain to prioritize the present, reducing the noise of unnecessary thoughts and fostering a calmer, more centered state of being. Breathing exercises are another powerful tool for grounding yourself in the present. The Stoics frequently emphasized the importance of focusing on your breath as a way to regain composure and clarity. Try this simple exercise. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and take a deep inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold your breath for another 4 counts. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 counts. Repeat this cycle several times, allowing your attention to rest entirely on the sensation of your breath moving in and out. This practice not only calms your nervous system, but also redirects your focus away from intrusive thoughts, bringing you back to the immediacy of the present. Additionally, mindfulness can be integrated into routine activities by infusing them with intentionality. For example, when washing dishes, notice the warmth of the water, the texture of the soap, and the movement of your hands. By approaching mundane tasks with full awareness, you transform them into opportunities for meditation, turning chores into moments of serenity. This approach aligns with the Stoic belief that every action, no matter how small, can be performed with excellence and purpose. As Epictetus noted, no great thing is created suddenly. True mastery arises from giving your complete attention to each moment, no matter how ordinary it may seem. Living in the present moment also requires letting go of the illusion of control over time. We often waste energy wishing we could change the past or guarantee the future, forgetting that neither exists outside our imagination. The Stoics remind us that time is a gift, and the only portion of it we can truly influence is the present. By accepting this reality, we release the weight of regret and anxiety, freeing ourselves to act with intention and authenticity. This acceptance doesn't mean ignoring responsibilities or abandoning plans. Rather, it means approaching them with a clear mind, unencumbered by unnecessary baggage. Ultimately, mindfulness is not a skill reserved for monks or philosophers. It is a practical tool available to everyone. By training yourself to live in the present, you cultivate a deeper appreciation for life's fleeting beauty and a greater capacity for resilience. Challenges become less daunting when faced with a calm, focused mind, and joys are amplified when experienced fully. In embracing the Stoic art of presence, you align yourself with the natural flow of life, discovering that peace and clarity are always within reach, waiting to be found in the simplicity of the now. Surrounding yourself with virtuous people, the influence of character. Human beings are inherently social creatures, shaped by the company we keep. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of surrounding ourselves with individuals who embody virtues such as wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, recognizing that their influence can either elevate or diminish our own character. The people we interact with daily serve as mirrors, reflecting back not only our strengths, but also our weaknesses. By choosing companions who inspire us to act with integrity and purpose, we create an environment conducive to personal growth and self-mastery. History offers numerous examples of how virtuous mentors and peers can shape one's destiny. Consider the relationship between Socrates and his student Plato, two of history's most influential philosophers. Socrates' unwavering commitment to truth and ethical inquiry profoundly impacted Plato, who went on to establish the Academy and mentor Aristotle. This lineage of virtuous mentorship demonstrates how the pursuit of wisdom can ripple across generations, inspiring countless others to strive for excellence. Similarly, in modern times, Oprah Winfrey credits her success to the guidance of Maya Angelou, whose wisdom and compassion taught her the value of authenticity and resilience. These relationships highlight the transformative power of associating with individuals who exemplify virtue, providing both inspiration and accountability. To surround yourself with virtuous people, start by evaluating your current social circle. Reflect on the qualities you admire in others and consider whether your closest relationships align with your values. Are the people around you supportive of your goals, or do they encourage behaviors that hinder your progress? While it's unrealistic to expect perfection, strive to cultivate connections with those who challenge you to grow and hold you accountable to your highest ideals. Seek out mentors, colleagues, or friends who exhibit traits you aspire to develop, such as patience, humility, or perseverance. Their example will serve as a constant reminder of what is possible when one lives in accordance with virtue. Engaging with communities that prioritize ethical living can also enrich your environment. Whether it's joining a book club focused on philosophy, volunteering for causes that promote justice and equality, or participating in workshops that emphasize personal development, these spaces connect you with like-minded individuals who share your commitment to growth. Such environments foster collaboration and mutual encouragement, creating a support system that bolsters your efforts to live virtuously. Additionally, reading biographies or studying the lives of historical figures who demonstrated exceptional character can serve as a form of virtual mentorship, offering lessons and insights that transcend time. Conversely, it's equally important to distance yourself from toxic influences. Relationships characterized by negativity, dishonesty, or manipulation can erode your sense of self and derail your progress. While cutting ties may not always be feasible, especially with family members or co-workers, setting boundaries is crucial. Limit interactions with individuals who consistently drain your energy or compromise your values, and redirect your focus toward those who uplift and inspire you. Remember, as Marcus Aurelius wisely noted, the object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. Choosing your company carefully ensures that you remain aligned with your principles and maintain the clarity needed to pursue self-mastery. Ultimately, surrounding yourself with virtuous people is an investment in your own character. Their example not only motivates you to embody higher standards, but also reinforces the belief that living virtuously is both attainable and rewarding. By cultivating relationships rooted in mutual respect and shared values, you create a network of support that propels you forward on your journey toward becoming the best version of yourself. In doing so, you honor the Stoic ideal of contributing to the common good, recognizing that individual growth is intrinsically tied to the collective flourishing of humanity. Accepting impermanence, finding strength in change. Change is the only constant in life, yet it remains one of humanity's greatest challenges. Stoicism teaches us to embrace impermanence, not as a source of despair, but as a profound truth that liberates us from attachment and fosters resilience. Everything in life, from joy to sorrow, success to failure, is transient. By accepting this reality, we learn to let go of the futile struggle to control outcomes and instead focus on how we respond to the ebb and flow of existence. This practice not only reduces suffering, but also deepens our appreciation for the present moment, allowing us to live more fully and authentically. Consider the story of Thomas Edison, whose laboratory burned to the ground in 1914, destroying years of work and equipment worth millions. Instead of succumbing to devastation, Edison famously remarked, "All our mistakes are burned up. Thank God we can start anew." His ability to see the fire as an opportunity rather than a catastrophe demonstrates the Stoic principle of accepting impermanence. By acknowledging that nothing lasts forever, Edison freed himself from the paralysis of loss and embraced the chance to rebuild and innovate. This attitude of resilience in the face of change is a hallmark of Stoic philosophy, reminding us that even in destruction, there is potential for renewal. To cultivate acceptance of impermanence, begin by reframing your perspective on endings. Whether it's the conclusion of a relationship, the loss of a job, or the fading of youth, endings are inevitable. Instead of resisting them, view them as natural transitions that make room for new beginnings. Marcus Aurelius captured this sentiment beautifully when he wrote, "Everything is ephemeral, both that which remembers and that which is remembered." By reminding ourselves of life's fleeting nature, we loosen our grip on attachments and reduce the pain of separation. This shift in mindset enables us to approach change with curiosity rather than fear, seeing it as an integral part of growth and transformation. Another powerful practice is to actively let go of the need for permanence in your daily life. Start by identifying areas where you cling to control or certainty. Are you holding on to outdated beliefs, habits, or relationships that no longer serve you? Letting go of these attachments creates space for new opportunities and perspectives. For example, if you've been hesitant to pursue a passion due to fear of failure, remind yourself that failure is temporary and often a stepping stone to success. Similarly, if you find yourself fixated on preserving a particular image or status, ask whether this pursuit aligns with your deeper values. By releasing rigid expectations, you open yourself to the fluidity of life, embracing its unpredictability with grace and adaptability. Mindfulness practices can further reinforce your acceptance of impermanence. Spend time in nature, observing the cycles of growth and decay. Watch leaves fall from trees in autumn, rivers carve new paths through landscapes, or clouds drift across the sky. These natural phenomena serve as reminders that change is inherent to existence, offering lessons in surrender and trust. Meditation can also help you confront the impermanence of your own thoughts and emotions. As you sit quietly, notice how feelings arise and dissolve, much like waves on the ocean. This awareness cultivates a sense of detachment, allowing you to observe life's fluctuations without being overwhelmed by them. Ultimately, accepting impermanence is not about resignation, but about empowerment. By embracing the transient nature of all things, you develop the flexibility to adapt to life's inevitable shifts. You learn to cherish moments of happiness without clinging to them, knowing they will pass, and to endure periods of difficulty with the understanding that they too are temporary. This balanced perspective fosters emotional resilience, enabling you to navigate challenges with equanimity and seize opportunities with courage. In doing so, you align yourself with the Stoic ideal of living harmoniously with the natural order, finding strength in the ever-changing tapestry of existence, serving others selflessly. The fulfillment of contribution. True fulfillment, according to Stoicism, is not found in the pursuit of personal gain or external validation, but in the act of contributing to the well-being of others. The Stoics believed that humans are inherently social creatures, woven into the fabric of a larger community, and that our purpose extends beyond individual success to encompass the welfare of humanity. By serving others selflessly, we not only strengthen our character, but also create a ripple effect of positive change that transcends our immediate sphere of influence. Acts of kindness and service, no matter how small, become expressions of virtue and pathways to a more meaningful existence. One of the most compelling examples of selfless service is the life of Mahatma Gandhi, whose philosophy of nonviolent resistance inspired millions worldwide. Gandhi's commitment to serving others was rooted in the principle of ahimsa, nonviolence, and the belief that true leadership involves uplifting those who are marginalized or oppressed. Despite facing immense personal challenges, including imprisonment and threats to his life, Gandhi remained steadfast in his mission to improve the lives of others. His acts of service were not motivated by a desire for fame or recognition, but by a deep sense of duty to humanity. This selflessness not only earned him global admiration, but also demonstrated the transformative power of putting others' needs ahead of one's own. To incorporate acts of kindness into your daily life, begin by looking for opportunities to make a difference, no matter how small. Hold the door open for someone carrying heavy bags. Offer a listening ear to a friend in distress. The principles of Stoicism are not merely philosophical musings, but practical tools for navigating the complexities of modern life. By focusing on what we can control, embracing discomfort, practicing gratitude, and cultivating virtues like patience and courage, we equip ourselves to face challenges with resilience and purpose. These 15 Stoic strategies, ranging from mastering emotions to serving others selflessly, offer a roadmap for personal growth, empowering us to live authentically and harmoniously with the world around us. Ultimately, Stoicism teaches us that true fulfillment comes not from external achievements or possessions, but from within. It invites us to let go of attachments, embrace impermanence, and act with integrity, even in the face of adversity. As we integrate these practices into our daily lives, we begin to transform not just how we respond to life's ups and downs, but how we perceive ourselves and our place in the broader human community. Self-mastery is not a destination, but a continuous journey. By committing to these Stoic principles, we reclaim our power to shape our thoughts, actions, and emotions, forging a life of meaning, balance, and enduring peace. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Let this wisdom guide you as you walk the path toward becoming the best version of yourself.